You're watching SCAC Basketball Media Days, and joining us today from Colorado Springs, Colorado, it is the Colorado College women's basketball team, head coach Liz Doran, and junior guard Courtney Tyus. And ladies, we thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us,
Coach,
James.
we'll start with you. Just kind of take us through preseason. What have you seen so far from your team as you get ready to open up?
It's been an interesting month so far. Courtney and our other senior, Olivia Hart, kind of taken on some leadership of a really, really young team. We have 4 sophomores and 5 freshmen, so it's a matter of bringing everybody up to speed. What's been the most exciting thing for me is to see what our 5 returning kids have done. It is so obvious that all of them put in work in the off season. Every single one of them is playing better basketball today than they were at the end of last season. You know, they're working hard, they're coming together as a team, and I'm really excited for us to get rolling.
Tell me a little bit about the young lady sitting to your left, Courtney Tyus, one of the junior on your team, as well as your lone senior, just what they've been able to do in practice to lead this team and get them ready to go here coming up soon.
Sure. Courtney, as our junior point guard, is probably by far our most experienced kid. So she knows the ropes. She's been with me for 3 years, kind of knows what we expect, what I'm looking for, and how to get her teammates in position to have a really good run this year. And then our senior, Olivia Hart, is an interesting story. She rostered her freshman year and then took a little bit of a hiatus from basketball, came to see me last spring and realized just how much she missed the competitive college basketball. Intramurals and pickup just wasn't cutting it for her. So she started working last spring and tried to work her way onto the team, and we're just really happy to have her. She's helped Courtney from that upperclassman leadership standpoint, but she's also approaching the game with eyes wide open like a rookie who's excited to just be on the court. That being said, we've leaned on Courtney big time. I mean, if anything goes wrong in practice, it's Courtney's fault. We look to her to guide our underclassmen, freshmen, and sophomores, the bulk of our team, in the right direction and put them in position to succeed. And then on top of that, she has to be our point guard. She has to be our scorer. We're kind of asking her to do a little bit of everything, and she just won't back off. She'll keep going after everything we put out there for her.
Courtney, hear Coach talk about leadership and being one of 2 upperclassmen on the team and one with the most experience, to say the least. Tell me a little bit just how important it is for you to emerge as a leader and be a leader among a group of young ladies here.
It's pretty important to me to step up and kind of be like that liaison between the coaches and the players, and listening to the coaches with where they want our team to be at and making sure that I get us there. And a big challenge for me has been stepping up vocally and leading our team that way, as well as kind of being that role model on the court too.
Coach, I'll turn back to you. You've mentioned a lot of newcomers, a lot of sophomores and freshmen into the program this season. Obviously, some challenges I'm sure has arisen, but just tell me how the group has attempted to mature and come across preseason, and how you're getting them ready for the season here soon.
Sure. Well, our sophomore class is not your typical sophomore class. Coming on the heels of a season where we were blessed with lots of injuries last year, our sophomores now played a ton of minutes as freshmen, and we really had to throw them into big game situations before they really had all of the practice time to do it. So they got thrown right into it. They didn't have a chance to be rookies and watch stuff from the sideline and make those rookie mistakes. They had to make veteran plays from day one, from the first game. They all played a ton of minutes. So they kind of have a sense of what college basketball is all about and are starting to really understand. All 4 of them put in work this summer. They're all playing really good basketball right now. And I'm really looking forward to see what they do with that solid year of experience under their belt. And then we also have a really nice freshman class. All of them are working really hard. They're excited to be playing college basketball, and they're looking to our upperclassmen and returning kids to lead them along the way. And to their credit, they all bring a different talent to the team. The group has come together really nicely. We're really bonded as a team, so I'm excited to see how that translates into good play on the court.
Courtney, I'll come back to you. Share with us some of the team goals that you guys have set for yourself for the year, and as well as some individual goals that you've set for yourself?
As far as team goals, I would say we want to be at the top of the SCAC, same goals last year. And I'm just really impressed with the individual strides that the returners have made this year. So, I mean, if we can put all those strides together and really come together as a team, I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that we can be in there and we can compete. As far as individual goals, I would say to just build on last year and just continue to grow as a player and just strive to be at the top of the conference. It's my job to get people scoring opportunities as well as to find scoring opportunities for myself and just lead our offense.
You're watching SCAC Basketball Media Days here with the Colorado College women's basketball team. And ladies, we'll get you out on this final question. You're watching SCAC Basketball Media Days here with the Colorado College women's basketball team. And ladies, we'll get you out on this final question. We'd love to hear from both of you here. And we'll start with Courtney. For Colorado College to be successful in 2013-14, what are going to be some of the keys to success?
I would say the keys for success for this team is just to remember the feeling of last year for the 5 returners and kind of harness that and let that be the motivation to have a different end result than last year, while kind of feeding off the excitement that the freshmen bring to the table and being able to utilize that to our advantage as well.
And Coach, tell us some of the keys to success from your perspective.
Well, I think Courtney's absolutely on the right track. It's a matter of bringing everybody together into a cohesive unit and realizing that lack of success is not an option, that we need to keep working to move forward and try to get better every single day. Are we going to get after it? Are we going to compete for 40 minutes? If we can compete for 40 minutes, I'll take my chances with this group.
You have been watching SCAC Basketball Media Days here with the Colorado College women's basketball team. Head Coach Liz Doran and sophomore guard Courtney Tyus, we thank you so much for joining us, or excuse me, junior guard Courtney Tyus. We thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you good luck here in the upcoming season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.